Hi everyone, Flaming Footy here, and welcome back to a new video on the channel. And today, guys, here I am just to do a very quick video going over all the delistings and the retirements of the 2023 AFL season. Some clubs yet to make some changes, going to be going through alphabetical order. Adelaide, they've delisted Tyler Brown, Jackson Hately, Andrew McPherson, and Tariq Newchurch. Meanwhile, Fisher McCasey and Paul Seaman have retired. Those are more midfield options that the Crows have delisted, especially Brown and Hately. Brisbane, they have, for retired players for them, Marcus Adams and Daniel Rich have both retired. And then at Carlton, Ed Kerno has retired. Collingwood, they're yet to make any changes so far, but they are currently pushing on a flag. So, of course, not much of a surprise they haven't made too many changes yet. Essendon, Alistair Lord, Cian McBride, I believe, Rhett McGonery and Anthony McCurra. I hope those names are I've pronounced them correctly, cannot guarantee that. They've all been delisted. Anthony Woodson-Woody and Andrew Phillips have both retired. There might be a few more names as well out of Essendon that might be delisted, including Will Snelling. Fremantle, Eric Benink, Travis Collier and Nathan Wilson have not been offered contracts, and I don't think there's too much interest around them. Of course, Collier and Wilson are more experienced players of the game. Geelong, Jonathan Segal and Isaac Smith have retired. Sam Menengola, Oscar Riccardi, Sam Simpson and Cooper White haven't been offered contracts. They've been delisted. Interesting to see Menengola and Simpson have been delisted, but again, though, sometimes you don't need those kind of depth players anyway. They've got other options. Gold Coast, for them, retired. Connor Blakely has retired. At the Giants, Phil Davis has retired and Daniel Lloyd have retired. Of course, they're also trying to push for a flag at the moment as well, so there's been nothing out of them aside from that. So far, Hawthorn, Max Lynch, the only one so far, he's retired. At Melbourne, Luke Dunstan and Michael Hibbert have retired, and Deacon Smith has been delisted. At North Melbourne, Ben Cunnington, Aaron Hall and Jack Zeeble have retired. At Port Adelaide, Nathan Barkler, Riley Bonner, Trent Dumont have been delisted. Tom Jonas has retired, and Bryn Teakle has been delisted as well. And there's a bit of interest surrounding him as a backup ruckman as well. Clubs are looking at him. He's a delisted free agent, so he can be picked up for nothing. At Richmond, Keelan Bradtake, I hope that's how I pronounce the names, been delisted. Castagna, Cotran, Revolt and Tarrant have all retired. At St Kilda, Oscar Adams, Jack Bytel, Leo Connolly and Jack Perris has been delisted, and Jack Bytel could be a good depth player to pick up as a delisted free agent. Of course, these players that are delisted, you can get them for nothing, so they're a really cheap option. At Sydney, Lance Franklin, Tom Hickey and Paddy McCartan have retired, and then at West Coast, they've been the team which has by far made the most changes. Greg Clark, Luke Foley, Xavier O'Neill, Sam Trevsky-Seaton, Connor West and Isaiah Winder have all been delisted. Luke Shuey, Shannon Hearn and Nit Nat Nui have all retired from the Eagles. And then the Western Bulldogs to finish. Josh Bruce has retired. Mitch Hannon, Robbie McComb, Tim O'Brien and Cody Rack have not been offered contracts and they have been delisted. So there it is. There's not a whole heap of interest around any of these players. Potentially, Jack Bytel might get some as a bit of a depth player, and then there is interest going around for Bryn Teakle as well, and there's plenty of these players which could potentially be picked up. There's a very good chance most of these won't be, but there's a few on here that could potentially get another shot as delisted free agents or picked up in the draft or something, but yeah, I don't see a whole heap of interest around these players aside from Bryn Teakle really at the moment and potentially Jack Bytel. But that's it for today's video. Feel free to let me know what you think of these retired and delisted players. There will be more to come on this list as well, like from sides like Collingwood, GWS, Hawthorn, etc, etc. But anyway, though, thank you guys so much for watching. Please do make sure to leave a like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you guys never miss another video on the channel. Thank you guys so much. Bye everyone. Flame Footy.